Good morning, everyone. So it's time for Hindu editorial, and today we are going to start. Before we are having the thought of the day, with the new day comes new strength and new ideas. So yeah, if we have to talk about a day, we have 24 hours. This is a lot. If we know how to utilize the hour very nicely, then definitely we can get a lot of things from it. We have seen a lot of people. They just wake up very early. After that, they did gym and all. After that, they have a good breakfast. They concentrate on their diet. And what we are doing, normal people, we are just sleeping till 8 or 9. So if we think to utilize the hours, then we have a lot of ideas utilizing the hour in a good way, because if we invest our time in our health, definitely our health will be better, and if our health will be better, then only our brain will work nicely. So every day is a new start, is a new journey. Maybe something really bad happened to you last night or yesterday, just forget it, because it's happened in the past. Concentrate on your present, concentrate on this moment. Every hour, every minute, every second, try to learn something. And it's like, if you don't have to do anything, then just sit and do meditation. Just give some time to yourself also, and try to love yourself. If you know how to love yourself, then only you can love others. You can do something great. Otherwise, if you just sleep, eat, and doing nothing, then we as a human, and we don't have any difference compared to those animals who also sleep, eat, and enjoying their time. So yeah, this is all about today's thought, and let's start today's editorial session. Okay, we are having topic faith and freedom. Uh, Wait a second. Yes, the topic is faith and freedom. So, oh shit, sorry guys. It's quite difficult for me today because I am okay on on combating forcible religious conversion. Freedom of religion is protected only when state keeps away from matters of faith marriages. Okay, so why the name of this topic is faith and freedom? Because we are what we have seen here, like combating means fighting, fighting. Combating forcible means forcefully, or we can say, if I have to uh, tell one synonyms, then I can say coercion. Okay, COERCION. Coercion means forcible. Forcefully, religious conversion, freedom of religion is protected. See, if we fight against the forcefully religious conversion is going on, we know that, right? Yes, we have seen these things nowadays in the news also. We have seen. So, because of this, mm, freedom of religion is protected only. The freedom of religion is protected only when state keeps away from matters of faith and marriages. When the state government, here author trying to talk about the state government keeps away from matters of faith and marriages. Okay, so let's see what is there in this editorial, why author is trying to uh, say about these things. Okay, so this is the first para. Pro- protracted protracted litigation in the name of combating means fighting, I already mentioned. Forcefully religious conversion is taking up valuable time of courts. Okay, so if I have to tell you the meaning of protracted means delay. Protracted means delay, and litigation means some cases are going on. Okay, if we delay in those cases in the name of combating forcible religion conversion is taking up valuable time of court, and these cases related to those forceful religion conversion and all, it's just take a lot of time of the court. Okay, So let's go to the next para. The Supreme Court is hearing a purported public interest litigation. Purported interest litigation is known as PIL. Um, Public interest litigation is known as PIL, seeking action to curb deceitful religious conversion in the country. So here in this para, the author is trying to talk about the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is hearing a purported. What is the meaning of purported? I can say it's like seeming, like trying to see. Purported means seeming. Um, Purported public interest litigation seeking action to curb. And what is the meaning of curb? Curb means stop. Stop deceitful. Deceitful means we can say betray religious conversion in the country. So there's some also hearing related to those PIL which try to stop those betrayable, those deceitful in the country. Okay, let's go to the next panel. Not wanting to be left behind, not wanting to be left behind, the Gujarat government is seeking the removal of a stay on a provision in the anti-conversion law that requires prior permission from the district magistrate for any conversion done directly or indirectly. So, what happened in Gujarat? Gujarat government uh, provide a law which is known as anti-conversion law, and according to this law, there's a requirement like if someone want to change their religion directly or indirectly, they need to take a prior permission from the DM, from the district magistrate. So
Oh, very good. Thank you. Repeated.
do I need to repeat it? Okay. See, Gujarat government seeking the removal of a stay. Okay, there's a stay in that law. Any anti-conversion law, yes, is there. And according to this law, I mean, anyone who have to convert their religion directly or indirectly, they need to take the permission from the district magistrate. And there is a stay, and Gujarat government want that there should not be any stay. I mean, this law should be um, followed. But Supreme Court don't want that. Why? Let's read the other para, then we will get. The Gujarat High Court had correctly stated Section 5 of the Gujarat Freedom of Religion Act 2003 amended. Amended means changed. Amended means changed in 2021 to include conversion by marriage. Okay, so what happened? Gujarat High Court had correctly stated on the Section 5 of the Gujarat Freedom of Religion Act 2003, and which it changed in 2021 to include conversion by marriage. In 2021, what happened? Yes, in the Section 5 of Gujarat Freedom Religion Act, they also included the people who marry the other religion person, and it's also like the conversion of their religion, right? Conversion by marriage. So they like include this thing also. Like if someone will marry someone else from like interfaith marriage, and then also they have to take the permission from the DM, district magistrate. And what High Court did, Gujarat High Court had stayed that thing. I mean, Gujarat government won this thing, like Gujarat government won this anti-conversion law, but Gujarat High Court don't want. There's a stay on that. While also staying the operation of other provision that sought to cover interfaith marriages as instances of illegal conversion. Okay, what they mention that like in according to the Gujarat state, they think that this interfaith marriage is also an illegal conversion. So they should take the permission before changing, before converting their religion. Okay, so let's go to the next para. The High Court had noted that the the High Court had noted that the prior permission requirement would force someone to disclose one's religious belief or any change of faith. Contrary to Supreme Court, contrary means opposite, Supreme Court rulings that say marriage and faith involve an individual choice. Okay, this para is really good. We can say like the High Court had noted that the prior permission requirement would force someone to disclose one religious belief, right? See, if someone have to take the permission before changing their religion or before marry someone, then it will just uh, hamper their privacy. It will just affect. It will just affect on their privacy because why someone have to disclose their religious belief? See, if we have to talk about anyone, like if someone love other religion and someone want to change it, then it's totally fine. Okay, but the thing is that why they have to disclose this thing or any change of faith. Contrary to and opposite to that, Supreme Court rulings that say marriage and faith involve individual choice. See, faith like whom we fade or whom we marry, it's our individual choice, right? It's our own choice. We should not be rely on others for these things. Like before, if we have feelings for someone, if we think that yeah, this person is really good for us, and if we have to take the permission from the DM, then I mean, according to the author and according to the most of the people also, it's like even I also think the same. Like we should not take the permission from anyone because it's totally our privacy. Okay, let's go to the next para now. In a strange claim, Gujarat argues that the stay on Section 5 is affecting even genuine interfaith marriages that involve no fraud or coercion. Coercion, I already mentioned, like forcefully. Coercion means forcefully. Impossible also we can use. Okay, so in his train claim, Gujarat argued that thus if it will happen, like if it will happen, the stay on Section 5 is affect the genuine interfaith marriage also. Like genuine, there are some people who genuinely feel like they have to marry someone from the other religion. Okay, and there's not any fraud or coercion. There's nothing like forcefully someone want to marry someone else. Nothing like that, and it affects. I mean, if they have to they stay on those section 5, then it will affect the genuine interfaith marriage as well, as those who usually solemnize such marriages are unable to do so. Okay, so if it will happen, if this section 5 will allow, then what will happen? Like the pure marriages, the pure soul, they also can't go for the interfaith marriages. Even there's nothing like fraud or coercion. Okay, this is based on a claim that the prior permission requirement obviates the need to question the genuine nature of the conversion. And this is the based on the claim that if someone has to take the prior permission requirement, it will need to question the genuine nature of the conversion. Okay, it will question the genuine nature of the conversion. Yeah, I totally agree. There is some conversion they have just done by forcefully or by just provoking others. This is not good. But if Gujarat government will allow these things, allow those anti-conversion rule, if they have to take the permission from the DM, then it will really hamper those genuine interfaith marriages. Okay, if any consequent upon an interreligious marriages. Okay, so let's go to the next para now.
Hello, Scarlett. Sorry for interruption.
Yes, yes.
I think there is no one to listen all this. So could you stop this and something different thing you can talk here?
Mute yourself. No one would buy the claim that the provision enables voluntary conversion. Okay, so no one would buy the claim that the provision enables voluntary conversion. Freedom of religion is protected only when no questions are raised and no suspicion entertained based on the mere fact that an interfaith marriage has taken place. Okay, see, no one would buy the claim that the provision enables voluntary conversion. Voluntary means with the uh, wish of that person. Like how can I say? Like if I have to say in Hindi, like खुद की इच्छा से होना. Okay, voluntary conversion. Freedom of religion is protected only when no question are raised and no suspicion entertained based on the mere fact. See, when our freedom of religion is protected, when there's not any question, like anyone can do anything. If I want to change my religion, it's totally up to me. It's totally up to my privacy. No one have to ask me any question regarding that. Okay, on the mere fact and interfaith marriages has taken place. So let's go to the next para now. Okay. Common sense would suggest that forcing someone to disclose an intent to change one's faith violates freedom of conscience and the right to privacy. This thing I already mentioned, like if we have to disclose this thing, like why we are changing our religion and all, and like for whom we faith, then it will really violate the freedom of conscience as well as right to privacy. Also, when a separate appeal against the High Court interim orders saying the provisions is pending before the Supreme Court, there was no need for state government's petition seeking to revive the prior permission requirement um, as part of the ongoing hearing of the on the PIL against religious conversion. So, see, if High Court's interim order staying the provision in standing before the Supreme Court, so there was no need for the state government petition to seek to revive the prior permission requirement as a part of the ongoing hearing of PIL against religious conversion, right? Because uh, state government should not interfere on this thing, like why they want that they should be like they should take the permission. I mean they should try to uh, allow the requirement of permission, but according to the Supreme Court it should not. Okay, so also also trying to mention here, like why state government have to interfere on these things. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph now. On the larger issue, the observation of Supreme Court bench headed by Justice Mr. Shah to the effect that religious conversion through allurement, allurement means attract, or charity work is a serious problem, indicate an eagerness to goad. Eagerness to goad means provoke, goad the government into coming up with anti-conversion measures on a national scale. Uh, See, in this para, what are trying to tell us that the observation of Supreme Court bans, in the Supreme Court bans, the head is Justice Mr. Shah, and to the effect that religious conversion, if the religious conversion occur through uh, at, attracting someone like allurement or by charity work, it's a serious issue. Okay, we should not do that. I mean, we should not do the religious conversation forcefully or attracting someone or by giving some charity and all. But it indicates an eagerness to provoke the government into coming up with anti-conversion measures on a national scale. So if these things happen, then it will provoke the government to coming up with some anti-conversion law. But if people really want to change their religion, then it's totally up to them, and we should not hamper their privacy. It is questionable whether courts should enter and entertain exaggerated. Exaggerated means disclosing someone like बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बोलना, या exaggerated allegation, like allegation of it's like ilzam allegation of rampant fraudulent fraud conversation across the country, instead of leaving it to states to identify the extent of the problem, if any, and adopt steps to protect religious freedom and communal harmony. Okay, so if there's we have seen there's some fraud conversion across the country, so we should take decision. I mean, Supreme Court should take decision according to that. But if in states also they have seen this kind of problem, then also they can adopt some steps. But the thing is that if they will adopt uh, for like everyone, then it will be not good. And uh, it's mandatory if it is happening forcefully, then it's mandatory to adopt some steps to protect the religious freedom as well as communal harmony, communal peace. So yeah, this is all about today's editorial. So anyone who would like to tell me the tone of editorial, or I should conclude the session here because already someone mentioned. And thanks to all the participants. Anyone who would
Scarlett,
like to? Yes.
yeah, it was a wonderful session.
Thank you.
And I would like to put forward certain points here so that it will
Yeah,
be
sure.
helpful for all the participants. Okay, so
Yeah, but
let's make it a
would
comprehensive
you like to
approach. Yeah.
would you like to tell me about the tone of editorial?
Okay. See, I presume that the tone of editorial is actually uh, against the against bringing the anti-conversion laws. So it will be, see, per se, I believe that it is a criticism, or it is actually a criticism of the new law.
Yeah. Okay. You can. Oh, I mean, you have to see the this.
No, that's fine. I already have it.
Okay. Okay then.
So basically, this article is talking about two aspects. One is faith, and the other one is freedom. So for a person, Indian Constitution actually provides, like Article 25 to 28, provides fundamental right of freedom. So wherein a person can choose his or her religion. But the recent laws brought about by certain governments is actually curbing their right to have a religion. So this is a fundamental issue. So most of the laws which has been, but for example, the Gujarat Freedom of Religion Act 2003, that it actually, this law actually requires prior permission from the district magistrate for any conversion, be it direct or be it indirect. So what is the issue with respect to this law? Prior permission. So if you want to change the religion, you need prior permission of someone. Isn't it violative of your right to religion? Yes, it is. So this is the first and the foremost thing. It is violative of, like, requiring someone or forcing someone to disclose one's religious belief or change of faith. That is an infringement of your choice. So right to choice is also being violated, and right to choice comes under Article 21, that is right to privacy as well, right to life and personal liberty. So this is the basic issue here revolving. And so even though we have the High Court ruling regarding this, so the new ruling, which is related to the Gujarat, the new rulings, new litigation which has been created. So the Hindu author is trying to say that there was no need for this litigation to be taken to the court, since we have many rulings regarding the same, since the matter is sub judice. So the onus is upon the state governments to bring in laws to curb these laws to prevent such acts or such anti-conversion, if in case it is, if there is any. And the Supreme Court observations made by Mr. Justice M.R. Shah make it clear that the allurement, like if you are enticing someone to convert into their religion by money or any food or shelter, this is violative of their fundamental right. This is not a part of the right to religion. This will not help them. And for this, the government should come up with certain laws. That is what Justice M. Shah is pointing out to the government. if there is a genuine reason for anti-conversion, or if there is a genuine reason for conversion, that should be curbed. That should totally be curbed, because that is not acceptable in a country which respect unity and diversity. So if there is any reason for, but still, if the anti-conversion, if the conversion is genuine, like if a person really wants to convert, that is possible, but the forceful conversion is the issue. So I believe this is the underlying fact between the underlying fact for the editorial that we are discussing about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all altruists. That was really amazing, and thank you so much for the information you gave.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now I should wrap up the session, and thank you so much to the all the participants.